please let me join the ride. Yeah, I'm live. I don't know what I'm sounding like. I'm finna check my phone. I didn't even get my thumbnail ready. But it don't matter because y'all don't see that, so I close this thing down. But I'm finna kind of look on my phone while I wait on some people to come in the room. I'm gonna talk about a multitude of things, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about some miscellaneous things. But first things first, I need to see what it's sounding like. Okay. It won't let me click. Oh, that's messed up. If it won't let me see what I sound like, then I'm gonna click out and click back in. Okay, I got some feedback, and that's cool because the way I put it, this feedback is like. Let me see. That's crazy because I wet my phone up, y'all, for the 4th, and it actually sounded a little better than what it did before. What in the witchery is going on? But it's still gonna be some noise because I got my essential air on because it's hot, and I'm gonna be sweating my makeup off, and I do have that feedback, but it's cool though. We're gonna persevere. Do y'all like my shirt? This is part of my YouTube uniform, baby. It's and one of my shirts, it says I love YouTube, like I love you. I know it's reading love I, backwards because y'all know this, the camera flip. But you know that. That's where common sense come in. I have a multitude of topics to talk about. So let me click on my little notes. Let me get my Tink topics ready. I think I'm gonna save like one of the most famous topic that I want to talk about because it's like I'm in this thing for 2 minutes. Ain't nobody in the room yet, but it's cool though. We got to get back into the algorithm. So let me just introduce myself. Oh, I got 4 people that jumped in. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all can press the like button. Hi, Deepankar Kanwar. Hi, 3AP. EMA. Y'all can press the like button. Oh, we got 25 people in the room. Let's run this thing up. We lit on this Monday. Where are you guys coming in from? Hi, I'm Pink Tink. I'm your favorite fairy. I'm your fairy guide mother, your fairy gossip mother. And I'm that Tink. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you can click the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. So anyways, what I'm about to talk about is a lot of different miscellaneous topics that I wanted to get into, you know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna get into that with me because I'm your best favorite friend. Tell a friend, share this video, bibbity bobbity, boom, period. So one of the things I did want to talk about, I don't know if y'all know, I like to talk about a real topic. See, let me just break this down real quick. I started off doing gossips on my channel, but then I switched and I pivoted and I did one thing and I did another thing, and then I started talking about motivational stuff or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, I like being positive. We love it. But life is about balance. I got a little bored. And I was like, I'm gonna shift back into what I was talking about. But I say, you know what? Scratch that. We're not gonna shift back. We're just gonna evolve. So we talk about whatever I feel like talking about. That's what we're gonna do. Because we are people with multitude of personalities, and we don't stay in the same mood all the time, right? So thank you for the hearts. Okay, so I want to talk about, hey, Shannon Roy, hello. You're number 1. You got the crown on here. And hello to Trey 114. Hi, y'all. So yes, let me keep it going. So I'm going to talk about Armon Wiggins. Armon Wiggins is a very popular YouTuber, and he was actually going viral over the Diddy trial. He was reporting on the case, right? And he had this little inside joke on his when he did his YouTube live streams that referenced like more oil, because he would always say more oil, more oil, more oil, and he would rub the oil all on him. And it was the key, it was the cackle. I was in the room, hilarious. He's very funny. He's one of my favorite commentators. However, on the last day of the trial when Diddy got his verdict, he was outside, on some Cardi B type stuff, and him and another YouTuber, I think his name On The Go. On The Go said Armon said this would be a great time for me to go get some baby oil to like it's just set it off, because it's the last day of the trial. Diddy was found, guilty on some things, not guilty on other things, and he felt like his fans would enjoy it, but he didn't think ahead, and I'm gonna get back to that later. So the other YouTuber had the baby oil. He was like, I already got some oil and some night glide. He was like, oh, cool. So let me get that. So Armon got to putting the oil all over him. Mind you, I'm watching this live. Like, I watched it as it was happening. In about 10-15 minutes, I'm on Lovely T Live. Shout out to Lovely T. Triple OG, triple. Lovely T, check her out. That's Lovely with the T-I. She ended up live streaming, and I seen it all. 10-20 minutes later, he's in the shade room going viral, and they basically dubbed him as a Diddy supporter. And he's not a Diddy supporter. He's always said from jump that he has no dog in his fight. However, he said he was trying to make light of a very, not so happy conversation when it comes to Diddy and all the stuff that he went through with Cassie, etc. Hey, Halo guy. Hey, what it is? Carurato. Hello. Y'all hit the like button. I got like one like. Y'all show me some love. Show me some love. Show me some love. Show me some love. Please, 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 please. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, he ended up, a lot of people started dragging him as he went viral because they feel like he was a Diddy supporter. And for the people who knew, like, okay, maybe you're not a Diddy supporter, but it just wasn't appropriate due to the victims and how they feel. And so, that was that. So, after the fact, he came around, he did his apology tour. He went on, like, Angela Yee's show, and he just spoke on it. He said he regrets it and things like that. And the reason why I'm talking about it, because I feel like, for me, I don't think he should have apologized. I think he should have sympathized, empathized with the people that it may have affected. I feel like he should have apologized when it came to people that it affected as far as victims, if he wanted to do that. But he went as far as to saying, so let me retract what I said. He asked did he regret what he did, and he said yes. And I don't think he should regret what he did, because it was a moment. It was like, it was everything, and it made it so funny. If you go back on his page and you watch it, it was hilarious in a way. He made light of a dark situation to make it digestible for us to be able to receive it, because it would get dark and gloomy sometimes, and sometimes I just didn't even want to hear about, Diddy and his diabolical, deviant, debauchery ways, okay? And I just feel like I wish that he would have been more so like, I don't regret what I did, but I wish I had saved it, till I got on live in my space, in my content room, rather than doing it in public. He probably could have spun it like that and apologized to anybody who he offended, as far as any victims or someone who knows a victim. It's just people, and just for not being thinking well-rounded, like not reading the room. But, they say good publicity, bad publicity is all what? Publicity, because he's been everywhere. Everybody knows about it. Even Nicki had to chew him out about it. Nicki Minaj was like, yeah, that was stupid. And that went viral. But I also think he may have apologized overall, because he don't want to mess up no potential brand deals, anything like that. Hold on, y'all. Let me sip some of my ginger ale. I got to give me a cute little pink cup to match my room. Let me read some comments. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good, actually. I got some good news in my personal life. I had something that I was supposed to do today, but it got postponed to a later date. It was something important, but it got postponed. And now that it got postponed, I'm kind of glad because something good ended up swooping in last minute for me to go handle, and I wouldn't have been able to handle it had, you know, I had stuck to my first plan. So that just lets you know that you always on God's time, and sometimes even when your plans don't seem to be going right, it still may be going right, but you just can't see it yet. Yeah, that's a little word for somebody. If y'all don't know, I do be prophesizing a little bit, just a little bit. So boom. I don't know what that means. They usually have the little thing. Baby, I don't have no WhatsApp number, but I can send you my Cashapp. You got Cashapp? $ hot, HOT, pink, PINK, Tink. Yeah. Okay. So let me segue. Now, tap. Y'all press the like button. Y'all in the room. Y'all see me. Y'all watching me. Like I said, if y'all hear a little feedback, I do got to get a microphone. I do got my air on because it's hot. It's hot, okay? It ain't H-O-C. It's hot. H-A-W-T. It's hot. And I ain't finna be sweating for y'all. And my phone just got a feedback anyway, but we're going to thug this thing out. We're going to thug it out. We're going to get through it. I talk pretty loud. I'm entertaining enough. I think it'll be background noise. So I didn't want to talk about Cardi B. I wanted to talk about Miss Cardi B because basically I wanted to say, you say Snapchat. I do have a Snapchat. No, you say, you ask, I'm giving you my cash out. That's what you're going to get. Now, if you want to get my Snapchat, my Instagram is hotpinktink. You can hit the follow. My Snapchat is iam.pinktink. But yeah, as far as a phone number, you're not going to get a number. You know what I mean? So, if you didn't catch that, you can rewind this back and when I finish with my live. Now, okay, I want to talk about Miss Cardi. She basically has decided that she is going to put WAP and what's the other song? No, not Enough. I like Enough, but Enough didn't do enough. Okay, she gonna put Up and WAP on her new album. And a lot of people was like, "Girl, what?" Because basically, they feel like those songs are old. Those songs came out around COVID, so that's like 5 years ago. I didn't mean to say that word. My bad. YouTube. This when the C came out. And she decided she wanted to put the songs on the album. Now, the jig is she said she wanted to add those songs because her fans wanted those songs on her album. And I could kind of believe that, but let's keep it real. Cardi, you know you want them songs on that album because you know them songs are already platinum. So it's already going to say your album went platinum because them songs already did what they needed to do. And you just took too long releasing the album. But I would like to say when it comes to her, a win is a win. Because if I was her, I'd probably do the same thing. Like, keep it. If it's no rules regulating how long, like if it's not no Billboard rule or Spotify, Apple saying you can't add no old songs to your album, then I don't see what, if they let her do it, then it can be done. But they might try to implement new rules in the future so nobody else will be able to do that. But I get it. I mean, but don't just, I just did this for my fans. You know, you know what I'm saying, you know, how she be talking. And it's like, Cardi, come on now. Now, wait a minute. When your fans be asking you to do stuff sometimes, you be cussing your fans out. You a block a fan. Y'all heard that little ding on my phone? That's confirmation because I'm prophesying. I'm telling the truth. I'm just saying, but I'm not. You will cuss your fans out. She would cuss them out and go off on them when she don't listen to her fans all the time. But now it's like, oh, I'm just listening to my fans and I'm going to put these songs because that's what they wanted. No, you put it on there because that's what you wanted. Because if she really want to do that, she's not going to do it. Now, my thing is, I can take it a step further. I don't understand why she won't put the Money song on there. Yeah, because that song not on the album. You might as well. So I feel like a win is a win. I don't think that what she did would be respected. And like she ain't gonna get no street credit. She ain't gonna probably get no real bragging. People gonna throw it in her face like your album only platinum because you put them old songs on there. Your album only doing well because of that. If it wasn't for that, she gonna have to hear it. But hey, like they say, a win is a win, right? So yeah. I don't know why I did that. I just want to be extra, y'all. I just want to be extra. So I've been talking about enough, so I'm gonna get back to them in a minute. Okay. I wanted to diverge a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to speak on this topic. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I kind of want to keep it light and fluffy lately, cause you know sometimes I be in a real serious mode, and then sometimes I just be kind of, you know, in a more fluffy mode. But I am going to talk about, I'm probably going to hit these subjects because I got to do what got to be done. And some of y'all might not like it. Some of y'all might not like it. Some of y'all. So we're going to switch to sports. So let's talk about Clarissa Shields. So y'all know Clarissa Shields. She been all over my feed, especially like on Facebook and stuff. It been some back and forth going on between her and Layla Ali. And I really finally seen the whole judge of it. I ain't gonna lie. Layla was throwing a little shade when you look at the whole situation. It's just that Clarissa probably annoys the GP, the general public, a little bit more because Clarissa is gonna take it there. Like, you might start something with her, but she gonna finish it. Not only in the ring, but also online. She gonna really keep talking a lot of noise. And I mean, I feel like the girl she be throwing them things. So, you know, we all know Layla is like 15 years her past her prime. She haven't boxed in like 18 years. But that's just what I'm speaking on, what's trending right now. But I really want to talk about is the fact that I be having to try to remember to sit up, y'all. I gotta put a little pillow behind me. I lost y'all, my bad. Y'all all right? Y'all all right? I know I just dropped y'all. Y'all all right? Okay, we back. So, what I was gonna say is, let me try to, yeah. Hold on. Is we good? Let's reset? Okay. Y'all here? Y'all good? Okay. Anyways, a lot of people don't like her confidence. They don't like that she talks noise. And I can kind of relate to that because I can be real quiet. And sometimes I'm quiet and because I'm observant, but I also have a very big personality when I want to, and I can have one. And a lot of people, you probably can't take me. Like, when you see really all of me, I can be extra sometimes. I'm dual, baby. I'm dual. I'm not trying to bring up zodiacs. I'm not trying to go into the stereotypes, but I will just say I am a Gemini, so I'm dual. But the thing about it is she do talk noise, and it's like she's a competitor. You know, I know my girl Nicki gets this type of you know, issues too. People don't like how vocal and outspoken she is, and I'm gonna talk about her too in a minute. And basically, if I'm an athlete, and then if I didn't won and can't nobody F with me, why can't I talk my noise? Muhammad Ali talk noise, Mike Tyson talk noise, but I think it's more sexist because she's a woman, and it's also like that with other women. Like, they don't like how she be talking, but it's like, is she lying though? Because it's one thing if you talking noise and you can't back it up, but the girl really is like the best. Like, she's moving up weight levels, she'll move down a weight level, and she knocking her ass out. Like, she really doing it. So she got every right to talk noise. Like, why can't women, you know, be braggacious if they choose to be, especially if it's just true? Like, why should that bother you? They be like, oh, somebody gonna knock her out. Oh, somebody gonna knock her out. But I'm like, if that was Mike Tyson in his prime, wouldn't nobody say that? They'll be championing him on. Wouldn't nobody be like, oh, somebody gonna knock him out? Like, for the most part, you know, people gonna be championing for him. They wouldn't be saying like, oh, I just can't wait for somebody to just knock her out. Like, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Clarissa, excuse me, can be annoying in other aspects, like when it comes to Papoose and Remy Ma. Watch what you're writing because YouTube is retracting messages, and so unless you retracting the message, Carato, you keep. I don't get what you just keep. I don't know. I'm Confucius, but anyways, I feel like when it comes to her, the Papoose thing, like Remy, Papoose, and Clarissa was all in the same building, right? And Remy was on this side and Clarissa was on this side. And mind you, Clarissa wasn't sitting beside Papoose, so they was making this big old joke online saying like Papoose knew not to sit by Clarissa while Remy was in the room. I find that to be very funny. True or not. But so Remy performed because she was on the opposite team side. So she walking in, rapping and stuff like that. The side that Remy and Fat Jordan was on, they team lost. They boxing person lost. So then here come Clarissa saying, yeah, I don't think nobody should walk back out to lean back no more. Because, you know, Remy might saying lean back. And it's just like, yeah, that was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. That really was. And I know it was like, you know, what can Remy do with Clarissa? But you know what, y'all know how Remy get down. I don't think she's gonna try to fight you. So moving into my next topic, a lot of people was talking about Nicki because basically Cardi B been shading her for her rants, and we know it. She was like, Nicki was writing something, dealing with something, probably about Jay-Z, probably about SZA, whoever she was going off on. You know, she been on one. So Cardi was like, just shut up, go to the park, go do something. And it was shade because, you know, Nicki husband, he's registered. So he can't just be in no parks like that. So she did say that, and Nicki paid it fairy dust. And the reason they was like, well, you on live talking all this noise, but when Cardi say something, you know, it's crickets. And I don't think it's because she's scared. I think she ain't gonna say nothing to Cardi because the last time she said something to like Megan, one of her competitors, they went #1 and she dissed her on the song. And it's like, I'm not finna give you no clout because Nicki had been on plenty of rants before this one. She do this every so often, and Cardi didn't like throw shade or say nothing to her then, unless it was about her. But you know why she doing it, because she finna drop her album soon. So she wants some clout. And Nicki not going to give her that. So that's what I think that is. But because Nicki will shade her. But I think she still shaded her a little bit though. So yeah. That's what I want to talk about. Now we finna get down to other things like... We're just going to talk about these men a little bit. Just a little bit, like, no one's trying to get into it too much, but I ain't got, from what I have written down, it's like, it's inevitable. So, I want to talk about, like, the Russell Wilson factor. Can we talk? Like, in my King of Reed voice, can we talk? For a minute. Like, can we really, really talk? Because I got some stuff that I want to freaking say. Like the Russell Wilson factor. You know, he's supposed to be the good guy and stuff like that. And people want to perceive him as soft, even though he's a whole athlete that trains, exercises, and stuff like that. But anywho, I wanted to talk about, like, why a lot of men, not all men, seem to hate Russell Wilson. And I think it has to do with insecurities, like, because Russell not afraid to love his woman, and he's mature enough to not just see Ciara as tainted because she already had a baby by somebody else. And I feel like it's a lot of guys in America that are, especially, I'm just speaking on what I've observed. I'm saying America, but it could be a worldwide thing because I know it's people that watch me internationally. Is y'all gonna tell the truth or not? But I feel like he be getting like slander because basically the man is secure with himself and he seeks real happiness. A lot of men do not seek real happiness. They looking for convenience. and they'll choose a woman who's more convenient. And if he's insecure, he might choose a woman that's less attractive but convenient, because of insecurity, and won't go after a woman that he like if he deems her to be too competent, intelligent, successful, whatever it may be. Because a lot of people was talking about how men, I've been seeing trending on TikTok, like how men don't marry who they like. They marry who they can control. And I think that that's sad, but we have to also remember that men are more logical and less emotional. But that's why a lot of people talk, this is why marriages, especially of today, is like frowned upon, because it's like if you don't go after what you really want, then you're not going to be satisfied with what you get. You might be content, but I guess some people choose contentment and what looks good on paper more than what they feel. And then you got people that end up not happy, depressed, drinking, smoking, drugs, cheating, this, that, and the third. You're going to have issues. It's just a bad cycle. And I am a person who thinks that I don't just feel like, oh, just follow your heart. You got to take your brain with you. But people really are so one-track minded. And people, a person like me who's more dual-minded and more like, I can be soft and feminine. I can be quiet, but I know when to set it off if need be, because, and then you gonna feel me more. That's something I have to learn, because if I'm around this bitch being just extra and loud all the time, when I finally get loud, if I do that, are you gonna take me serious? The noise will start to tune out. There has been studies saying that men get programmed like they get used to like not hearing their wife. She be sounding like Charlie Brown teacher, blah 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 blah. If you doing it like all the time, but it's like if I don't do it all the time and I'm usually cool, calm, and collected, when I really get at you and I really say what I feel in a more firm way, still can be respectful. You gonna feel me more, cause like a lion ain't got to roar 24/7 for you to know that it's a lion, baby. But when you roar, you gonna feel me. So I was just thinking about a lot of things, and you know, a lot of women who be feeling like, well, I'm probably not good enough, and it's like, you probably a little too good, and that's okay. Like, and I know some people just say that to try to make themselves feel better, but no, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Like, a lot of some guys, they'd rather have a woman they like as their side piece than to make it them, because they feel like it's too much work. But what you know what's crazy though? What's really too much work is pretending like you like somebody and marrying somebody that you do not like because they feel safe or they don't intimidate you. Like, you have to grow past your insecurities. Like, it's okay to be insecure sometimes. We all been there. We all do that. We humans. But all the time to the point where you just, that's a sad way to live. It's a sad way to live. And I've seen where people that's older, that was giving this interview about these older people, and just was asking them if they could, you know, what's their advice, what is something they might regret. And it's like the chances they never took. The chances that they never took. Because, like, if you know you're going to, but I feel like we could be ignorant with time and stuff, and it's like, you really want to live the rest of your life and you never really be happy with somebody? Like, that's crazy. And I'm not saying you have to have a companion to be happy with, but I'm just saying if you're going to choose to be with somebody, wouldn't you want to be with somebody who really, like, makes you happy, instead of choosing somebody you feel like is safe and you can control? Because even though you can control, you're not going to be fulfilled, and then you'll cheat, and it's going to cause more problems. So even though you might feel better because you with somebody that you deem less attractive and don't get more attention, you still cheating, you still bringing chaos into your household, you still got all this going on because you're worried about, I don't want the other person because they might be looking at my woman or they might be looking at my man. That's crazy, bro. Like, that's real crazy. It's real crazy. Like, the way people minds are, it's a lot of messed up people in this world, and that's a sad way to live. That means that you need counseling if you think like that. Like, something is seriously wrong. Like, for real, for real. Anyways, so another thing that I wanted to get into is like, he say, okay, bye. Okay, thank you for stopping by. A lot of your messages are getting retracted. I don't know if you're retracting them or if YouTube is retracting them. But baby, if you on here saying some inappropriate things, YouTube gonna tag you and get you up out of here before I do. So I don't even know what you're saying. You got a lot of messages being held for review, and you need to chill out. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is I'm finna talk. I know what I'm finna talk about. I had seen this video, right? And I'm gonna be on here for another 30 minutes or more, y'all. So hit the like button. If you here, hey, how you doing? I'm Pink Tink. I'm your fairy. I'm your favorite fairy. I'm your fairy godmother. I'm your best fairy friend. And I'm that Tink. Period. Okay? You see the chain, you see the sign. It's backwards, but some of y'all probably... No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. So, anyways, I seen these people online, right? Just walk with me. We ain't got StreamYard, so y'all gotta envision it. These girls riding in the car, right? They like 4 deep. The car is just filthy. The car is disgusting. If that was my friend, I'm not getting in that damn car. Like, that car was nasty. The car looked like... It just, no. So anyways, they pull up trying to fight when they need to be pulling up to a car wash and cleaning their nasty ass car out, trying to fight somebody. So they see the girl outside. She run up the steps to go into her apartment. So they were like, don't run there, don't run there. The girl come back outside and start buzzing. Pow, pow. Straight at them. And then the girl was like, let's leave, I'm pregnant. I'm like, pause. Wait a minute. Hold on. You what? You pregnant? Why folk come as you out here trying to fight and pulling up with your friends and you got a whole baby in your stomach? Like, I'm gonna need... My melanins, y'all gotta do better. My watermelons, because that's ridiculous. Like, anyways, so the girl trying to hop back in the car, and then the girl busting, she didn't hit somebody. So somebody was like, she said, you got SHOT. The girl say, so you got hit? And the girl say, yeah, she hit me. But they really saying SHOT. I can't just say that on here, y'all. And she was like, I bet. And they said this like it's just a regular, everyday thing. Like they saying it like somebody forgot they motherfucking barbecue sauce to go with their nuggets at McDonald's. Like it's just like, I bet. Ma'am, you just got SHOT. You need to be going, y'all need to be rushing to go into the hospital. They instead of trying to play cool, just ignorant. So, this what I wanted to talk about. Stop pulling up at people's houses trying to fight them. Because I know me. Like, if you pulling up to fight me in my house, you think I'm going to fight? You really think I'm going to fight you? Like, I'm not a scary person. But it's like, why would I even waste my time doing it? If you step on my property in my house trying to get at me, you think I'm just finna be like, all right, let's fight? See, that's what common sense come in. Because I ain't gonna pull up in nobody's house trying to do something to them. Because they can delete you quick. And then they probably be in the right. Because you should have never did that. You shouldn't have been trespassing. Especially I got to know trespassing sign too. But it's self-defense. We can take it to court. Why stop popping up at people's houses being ignorant and doing stuff for clout? Like a lot of y'all be trying to get stripes off social media or social, just in general. Like just want to, like people be doing dumb stuff. And I'm going to need y'all to stop doing it. That's all I'm saying. Like, be careful. I told my child, I was like, don't ever ride with your friends if they into with somebody and pull up in nobody's house doing nothing. Even if you like, I'm not trying to, jump nobody or do nothing like that. Don't even be involved with nothing like that because that's not cool at all. Yeah, but that's the difference between being real street smart. See, street smart is not being ignorant and not thinking and being impulsive. Street smart, I mean, you ain't even gonna do no whole stuff like that. And yeah, yeah. I think it's so sad what happened to what his name is. It's his name, the guy off the Cosby Show, Jamal Walker, Malcolm. He end up, um deceased from drowning, and I just think it's so sad that that has happened. So another thing I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna keep talking and keep talking. This is Pink Tink Podcast, period. Um, I've been wondering randomly, like, Ice Spice just disappeared. Like, she disappeared when she lost all that weight. Then she started gaining her weight back, and then she gone again. Like, she had this little snippet of this little song. It was a little catchy, stuff like that. I still be listening to little stuff, but I'm grown. I'm getting older, child. I'm getting older. But I still like a little nice little bop every now and then. Like, for example, I don't really care for Cardi's song Outside. I don't even think I've listened to Cardi's Outside song, like the whole thing. I couldn't get through it. But like I said, I'm, auntie, getting a little older, so it might not attract my ears the same as it would if I was younger. But like, I do like Sweetie little song. But see, Sweetie be sampling stuff, so she used that Young Buck Shorty Wanna Ride With Me and beat, and I always like that song. So I like her song. Both of them, I like that. But yeah, I especially just disappeared, and it's like, I wonder what's going on. Cause she had the little snippet snaps of her song, and I thought it was cute, but she never released it. It's just crazy because she was just going, and then she just abruptly stopped. But people probably joke and say that's the Nicki they be calling it the Nicki something. I don't know if it's like the Nicki like curse or some stuff like that. But every time she be getting into it with somebody, like some crazy stuff end up happening. You know what I'm saying, to the person. So I'm gonna talk about her again because I do want to say this, and I'm kind of like this too. And I made a video like this, and I say it's not witchcraft. It's life's a bitchcraft, because sometimes that happens when I deal with people, like, especially if I've been dealing with them for like a long time, and when they do like dirty stuff to me or we get into it, like, it don't always be automatically, but it be some weird that'll happen that'll like kind of be like a aha moment, but not a ha-ha moment. I'm not laughing, but it just be like, that's just, baby, that's just the God in me. Like, if you got the Midas touch, everybody, if you attach to me, you might feel some good things, and then you ain't dealing with me no more. So some of those things may fall apart. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. Some people just like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's what because it's so crazy. Like, cause like just like the whole the Jay-Z paternity suit coming out, and well, he was supposed to take the paternity suit like 3 days ago, and he ain't took it, and he been trying to get a judge to like dismiss it. And it's like, dude, just take the paternity test. If you're not the father, what's the boy name? It don't even matter what his name is. Well, I didn't mean to say it like that, but Jay-Z just won't take this paternity test. And it's just crazy that this just all came about, and he been beefing with Nicki, and it's like, I ain't never seen nobody come at that man head like that. It's funny to me because everybody be scared of Jay-Z. They scared of Jay-Z. They scared of Rock Nation. They used to be scared of the Rockefeller, and she really just on him. Like, this a whole female. Like, men ain't gonna do this. Men won't step to this man. He top, like, gatekeeper, and she don't care. She really do not care. And the fact that he won't take this paternity test, because they said allegedly the girl was underage, but they said at the time when she got pregnant, but the mom is deceased, and she But they say that he ain't know. That's what the rumors say. Allegedly. Don't come at my page, Jay-Z. Don't come at my page, Rock Nation. Because I remember one time I said something about y'all, my page went to glitching, and I'm like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? But he won't take the test. But that looked most suspicious. Anyway, child. Let me keep it moving. I mean, I've been going in for 40 minutes. I'm going to be real with y'all. Now I'm just going to talk. I am a bit discombobulated. I had some pre-written topics that I was going to make some videos off of. Shout out to the video before last. It hit 600. It did good for a video with my face, not just a clip, not of something, you know. It was a good video. It was classy with a bit of just a little, you know. But it did pretty well. But I really just want to be into live streaming. And I had got the little aha moment because I had a video of somebody pop up and they was talking about how, you know, live streaming and just giving them the pros and cons of it. And I can live stream anywhere. Like, I do be wanting to have my little setup, but one day I might live stream while I'm buying home essentials or just chilling in the car or anything like that. So I took the topics that I was gonna make videos out of and I just threw them all together. So I was testing to see what my sound was giving, you know what I'm saying? Because my phone, I know it's not perfect. It's probably not even perfect right now, but we're gonna persevere. So when I heard it back, I was surprised. I said, it don't sound as bad as I thought it was gonna sound. So I said, I think I can work with these. We're gonna work with it. That's what we're gonna do. If you're just coming in, thank you for whoever pressed the like button. Y'all can comment if y'all want to discuss a topic or something like that. I done been going over several things, you know what I'm saying? And let me see who my top fans is. Shout out to Aesthetic, Ayan, and China, and Roy 4737. Thank you so much. But yeah, I wasn't, but sometimes the greatest things happen when you don't plan. Today has been a day where things have been happening that I haven't planned. I had something that got postponed. Something that was pretty important for me to do today got postponed, and I ended up receiving some good news, and I had to go handle it. And had I stuck to my first plan, I wouldn't have been able to handle it because I would have been out of the area. So it's just like, sometimes when we think things are going wrong, it might be going better, and you don't even know it. Somebody need to hit it. Somebody needed to hit it. And just like today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna do some videos. I was finna get ready to start recording my videos. I had to dip out because I had to go handle something from my good news. So that it just all came together, and then I was like, well, you know what? Let me just try this live thing again because I just got a nudge for it, and baby, here we are. And you know, I'm still trying to get all my stuff all the way. You know, we trying to work towards monetization. You know, they said don't announce what you be trying to do because people try to, you know, stop it. But can't nobody stop God's plans. They might make it harder if you sell your business and stuff like that. But anybody who owns a tool most likely is striving towards monetization if they not monetized. But I said all that because I have a ad plan on one of my lives. It's like a live, I was probably live for like 3 or 4 minutes. Hey, whoever watching, y'all can press the like button. I was live for like 3 or 4 minutes, and I was just randomly going over my old content, and there was a whole ad plan in they got a whole ad plan, and I'm not monetizing. I was like, what? I didn't even know you could do that. So I looked it up, and it was like, yes, YouTube they can play ads on channels that's not monetized. You could end up seeing an ad on your video, and I never knew that. So I seen it, and I was like, and it was one of my live streams. So I'm like, is that a little sign from God, or a little dollar sign that I need to really just focus on live streaming? Since the ad popped up, it was there's some Godformation type thing going on. So I try to pay attention to stuff and listen. Like, I'm the type of person, I think more people need to, I try to utilize my logical mind, spiritual mind, and my emotions. You know, I try to use all, and sometimes I get confused with which way to go. But I feel like that's when you pray for discernment. That's when you have to ask God, like, do I need to just do it? What about my mind and in this situation? Should I follow my mind more? Should I follow my heart, my soul, my spirit, my desires, or should I, you know, the spiritual side of it? Like it's a lot. It be a lot. It be a lot. It be a lot. You gotta let it flow. So yeah, but I promise you, if you pray and talk to God enough, and you know what I'm saying, I'm doing a little preaching, and we're getting down to the last like 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? When you're feeling trouble, like play prayers over your house. They have like loops of prayers that you can play on YouTube. They be like 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours long. It can help you sleep and stuff like that. Give you confirmation, and things like that. So yeah, he will listen to you. And I feel like sometimes they be like, well, God don't be speaking to me when I be trying to talk to him. Because it's something you did that he already told you that you probably don't need to be doing, and you ain't listening. And until you do what he asked you to do, you ain't going to hear from him. Because I was going through that. I was doing something that I shouldn't have been doing. And he gets quiet because now you being tested. And then once I released that bad habit, I started noticing he like, all right, so boom, we back on track. Because he just sit there waiting like, you know I told you need to stop doing it. You know I told you need to stop doing this. But you keep on. And I don't know who y'all believe in, but you can take this with anything you probably believe in. And once I listen, then we get the ball back rolling again. And then I noticed like you get tempted. Don't try to resist temptation. And things might come at you trying to tempt you. You know, just little stuff like maybe you wanted to eat some cake. And you know, I don't need to eat this cake. It's going to mess my stomach up. I got IBS. Then you see this nice cakes on your Instagram feed looking all delicious and stuff. And you said, nope. I'm not finna eat that. I'm not finna go buy no sweets. I'm not finna bake no cake. I'm not finna eat no cake. And you just say that and you move on. And then boom, the next thing you know, you get some good news or something. Because God had been telling you don't be eating, you need to lay off of them snacks. And he'll tell you stuff intuitively, you know. And when you listen, he'll reward you when you least expect it. That's the type of stuff that be happening to me. I don't know how to tap in, y'all. I don't know what y'all believe in, but that's the type of stuff that be happening to me. And my spirit just started feeling better when you do what he asked and be obedient. You know, it's not easy. You know what I mean? He know. He gave us free will. He understands that we're not going to listen all the time because he wanted us to have free will. He wanted us to prove that we were capable of making good decisions in the end. But yeah, I'm just preaching a little bit. Yeah, I will do that, man. I break out into a preaching, baby. My lipstick coming all off. So how y'all doing? How y'all day going? Where are you from? I would love to know. I see some people in here, but y'all being quiet. You can comment down like where you from, what time it is where you at, what you got going on, how you feeling, how you living. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come in and interact. If y'all some people just you know, my silent watchers. I feel it sometimes. Those y'all don't be being on monitoring spirit. Somebody I might know in real life. It's fine. But anyways. Oh, as soon as I said that, somebody jumped out. Let me find out. Let me find out. I don't care if whoever you is. What we talked about. What was the first thing we talked about? Let's bring it back. Because my stuff always circle back around. A win is a win. So even if you somebody that I know, you can still press that like button and get some of the Midas touch. Don't be a hater though. You can press the like button, even, you know what I'm saying? I had some other deeper topics that I wanted to talk about, but I think I done got deep enough with y'all. So we just gonna ride this thing and we about to put it in autopilot. We finna go on autopilot. We just finna search the streets. I do want to do another check-in and see how my voice sounds. Let me fix my. My sound sounds excellent. That's so crazy. Like, I literally, y'all, I ain't gonna hold you. My sound better than it did before. Did I flip and reverse it? Did I miss it, Elliot, this phone? Because, baby, this phone had a whole bunch of feedback. And then it was like one day I went live like a couple of days after I had left my phone in some rice. And I sounded like Darth Vader. And I was like, Lord have mercy. Now I really gotta. Because I was already planning on being on live more. Like, I had already had it all planned out. And then I'm like, ain't that by the nothing but the devil. But then he go, God restoring this thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still planning on updating my phone, but I'm glad that it don't sound as bad as it was sounding. I don't know. I've been thinking about Raven Simone because I just because of this Cosby stuff with the guy. What his name is? Malcolm Warner. It's sad, right? Like, hi, how y'all doing? I know it's somebody watching me. I can feel you watching me while I'm looking over here. Y'all can press the like button. Y'all can comment where you from and what you're doing. Let me know how your day going and stuff like that. On some random stuff, since we just freestyling. I think I had spoke on this already. Did I? I think I don't know, child. Look. I'm basically saying, like, I think Cardi should have named her album Defamation of Character. I remember that was one of her album name, like, I am out of drama. Like, what? I'm just randomly talking now, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little drink up in me, too. I've been drinking. Because we drink to our accomplishments. I've been sipping a little bit. A little Don Julio mixed with some Jamaican me. And I made a little, you know, concoction with my little pink icing on the rim with a strawberry. Yeah, in a fancy glass. It was, yeah. I was drinking it pretty fast, too. I had to calm down because I was getting too tipsy. I'm trying to fix my camera. That's why I'm just adjusting myself. So I still want to know where y'all from and how y'all feeling. I forgot that my necklace is like, it's pink and it's silver. It got the pink diamonds. And I done put on, and I had gold earrings on. So it really don't match, but oh well. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. I should have worn my gold necklace. If y'all just coming in, y'all can press the like button. Y'all can tell me where y'all from, how your day going, what time it is, where you at. We can talk about anything you guys want to discuss. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be sitting there lurking and stuff. You can say hello. Because I done had people in and out this room. I should have way more likes than this. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. But I'm gonna be on live for like another 5 or so minutes because I like to do at least an hour stream. And just getting back into the rhythm of things. You understand? Like I've been pivoting so much that pivoting Mike's wants to pivot from me. Cause pivot getting tired of me. But you know, pivot just gonna have to deal with it. Cause I was just like I was gonna start something else, and YouTube has been the thing that I've been most consistent with, especially when it comes to like something secondary, like a hobby. It's been the thing I've been most consistent with. I've been uploading YouTube videos since 2021. You can see how cringe and evolved my channel has become and stuff like that. And some of it I was just doing something, just trying to um I ain't gonna say I did something for cloud. I ain't gonna say I can't say it like that, but just trying to have something go as far as be successful and hit the numbers, but at the same time, not cloud like I'm trying to be something or like I'm putting out something that's false. I'm just saying like some of my previous work, you ain't gonna never catch me doing it no more on my channel. Even the things that did work, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just been pivoting, and then I just was like tired of talking, tired of running my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like uploading none of that. It could be just because of like personal life and stuff like that. And I just wanted to be in my quiet mode. But it's also, it wasn't just that. Because I've been having my shirts like for 2 weeks. And, you know, I got my setup. And I'm just like, I think part of the issue is I didn't want to upload regular videos. I just be want to come live because I'm very low maintenance, even though it seems like I might be high maintenance. I like to look a little high maintenance, give the illusion of it. But I'm very chill. Like I don't want to do nothing. I ain't trying to work too hard or think too much because I've done that. You understand what I'm saying? It's not coming from a place of laziness. It's coming from work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people live streaming now. It's the way of the ways. You know what I mean? And I was wondering, I was like, how come nothing really worked in the past with me? And it's like, maybe because you're supposed to be live streaming, and live streaming is what's popping now. So you right on time, baby. You're not behind. And I basically didn't. I was about to pivot again. I was like, I think it's about what you're talking about because you was trying to be like this guru on like just being, you know, peace and positivity. And for the most part, I am that. But I don't want to be. I ain't trying to be about role model. If you're inspired, great. But I'm not trying to be like it's like this. If I say something, you're gonna relate to me on some things, and it's gonna be some things that, you know what I'm saying? Like you will be inspired by things you could take for his advice, but I don't want that to be my main thing. I'm just know that I am a talker. I communicate. When I speak with, I really have something to say. If I say something, you know, that don't mean I speak all the time. And I would like to interact with my audience and grow my audience and really build like a community. That's part of my goal. So I feel like videos, you can't really build and interact like that. And I know it's gonna be some negativity that comes along with it, but baby, if you're not ready for negativity, you're not gonna really be successful. It's negativity at McDonald's jobs. Y'all saw what happened with that woman, the manager. RIP to her, and the girl that took her out when she really could have just quit. Because, baby, I'm the type of person, I will leave a job quick. I ain't gonna hold you. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It might just be the safe thing to do. But, yeah, I just want to create a community, a safe place for all people. So, I'm like, let's bring it back. We can talk about everything. We diverse, baby, period. So that's basically what I have realized and come to a conclusion with. And so that's what I'm doing now. And we talk about an array of topics on my channel. And that can range from, let me tell y'all what it range, what type of, how my rage be going. So, oh, where is it? Okay. I wasn't looking at y'all like that. I was getting mad at myself when I looked in the camera. Like Black History, even conspiracies. I have another segment. Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all what this segment is, but it's very cutesy, very demure. And I think women really gonna like it, but I don't want to tell y'all. I don't want nobody to steal my ideas. Motivational stuff, politics, pop culture. I might get a little prophetic with y'all. Real talk, spiritual story times, a little YouTube University, world news. I like to talk about everything. Everything. So I was like, let's not. I'm a commentator. I'm a blogger. I'm Pink Tink. I'm your favorite fairy. I'm your fairy godmother. Hi, John. Hello. I'm your best favorite friend. I'm that Tink. Sparkle, sparkle. Bibbidi bobbidi. Boom. Okay. Period. Hi, John. Where are you from? Where are you coming in? Because I was getting ready to land it. I was on autopilot for about 5 minutes, and I'm getting ready to land it. Y'all can press like if y'all just coming into the room. And if nobody else say nothing, I think we're going to end it. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you did not catch the live, you could put in the replay. It'll be coming up soon. They got to get it all. They got to digest the live and look through it and navigate through it and blah, blah, blah. You in Lafayette, Louisiana. Cool. I'm in the South, too. And I'm in Mississippi. And then they gonna let the live marinate a little bit. They gonna get it right. They gonna juice it up. We're gonna juice it up. Then it's gonna pop up. Cause soon as they don't just let the live just pop straight up. Soon as you like finish recording a live stream, it gotta marinate. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, turn on your Tinkerbell notifications. She was a, yup, she was a, now everybody want to be a fairy. Y'all was just Barbie down about 2 years ago when Barbie came out, and everybody want to be a fairy. I've been calling myself Pink Tink since 2011, baby. Okay, period. Well, I'm just rambling. I'm finna go, y'all. I enjoyed my live stream. It was cool. It started off good. I'm curious to see how many people came up in this thing. Yeah, I'll be back. Should be tomorrow. But yeah, I wanted to show my shirt off again. I think it's so cute, especially when you can really see it the right way. Everything in reverse. It's in Missy Elliott style right now, but yeah. I love YouTube. Period. Bye, y'all.